Inside the OMG, episode number 171. 171. 171 episodes in a row. Streaming live every Tuesday since March 5th, 2019. What is today's June 7th, 2022? This microphone is a little... There we go. That's more directional here. Let's make sure that this is good. Okay. Let's kick off with the theme song, the newly created theme song. And I have a question for you. As I was kind of messing with it just before I went live. So I'm really curious. Hey, Mom and Dad, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Alexa, thanks for being here. The theme song. So the question is about the ending chord. So we're going to do a little survey. What's up, Jimmy? Hey, Samantha. Thanks for tuning in. Just about to kick off with the new theme song that I introduced last week. And got a question for you on as far as how it should end. Which chord should it land on? All right. So I will first do it. There'll be version 1 and then version 2. Okay, here's version 1. Inside, inside, inside the OMG. Okay, so there you go. It ended with that A minor chord. Here's another second version. Inside, inside, inside the OMG. Interesting, right? Second chord, I'm landing on a major chord, which major is kind of happy and joyous and hopeful, whereas the minor chord, typically sad. So the whole little theme is really in A minor. It's a descending bass line that's walking down. So it makes sense to end on an A minor chord because the theme is in A minor. But for a little twist, that's why I'm suggesting going to an A major. Ha. So, thoughts, comments? Jimmy. Second allows for transition to VO rather than ending the riff. Version 2. All right. I like it. We got 2 votes for version 2. Yeah, it kind of just like it makes you go, oh, as opposed to, huh. But, oh. It's a little lift. It's a little lift. All right. Well, that's what we'll go with for now. Got 2 positives on the version 2. Miko, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Just get you up to speed. Got a new intro, and I'm weighing out options of the last chord. So I think we're gonna go with the A major. So one more time. Oh, yeah, I got my tie here. I think it would help if I have the tie on to do the intro. It would make more sense, right? So, hey, Beth, thanks for tuning in. And version 2. All right, Mom, thank you. Inside, inside, inside the OMG. All right, Inside the OMG, episode number 171. Kicking off the show with something new that I haven't done before. So I thought I'd have fun, and on Vans and Converse, on both of their websites, you can create a custom shoe. So I thought I'd have a little fun, and I created Converse All-Star, because I've been wearing Converses when Olio plays live forever. And I thought, why not create my own custom Converse shoe? I did create a Vans white tie shoe that I wore at the EP release party, but this time I thought, why not do something little bit different? So here it is. Here's the shoe. So it's got a stripe all the way around, a black shoe with a stripe, right? But on the back, I've got embroidered Olio. Pretty proud of these. So I was getting ready for the show. I changed, and I hadn't put my shoes on yet. And I thought, well, I could do a Fred Rogers reference, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He'd come in and he'd take off his jacket and he'd put on his sweater, and then he'd put on his shoes like I'm doing. Right? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So Fred Rogers. There you go. Okay. So tonight, we're going to talk about themes for some new Olio songs. So we had two good choices last week. Samantha says, I would so wear them. I thought they were cool. So there it is. Okay, so themes. Let me just look up real quick, because we had... Mom suggested Breaking Away, and Jennifer suggested Good and Old. Good and Old as a theme. And Beth says Shoes Rock. Thank you. So those are the two song topics that we have so far. So if you've thought about any other song topics for Olio, for our new album, throw them in the comments section. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Song themes are always obviously really important. So, over the years Olio's talked about different things, like the soccer mom, rich people problems, dirty. All three of those were inspired by true events. What other? Boom was actually inspired by a true event, but then I flipped it around because I didn't want it to be about a plane crash, but instead I made it more about choices that you're faced with in life, and how, choices matter, and what you decide in the moment matters, can take you into one direction or a different direction. And that's Boom. Okay. Beautiful day in the Olio hood. I like that, Jimmy. That's good. A beautiful day in the Olio hood. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So, what other topics? Like, Best Is Yet to Come, obviously a hopeful song. Comeback Kings, a song for the underdogs. Don't count us out. Don't count out the underdog, because everyone loves a good comeback story. Shine a Light, D wrote for his dad. Let's see, what are some other... I got my list here. Ready, Set, Go. I thought it was a cool way to kind of tie in cars with a relationship, and kind of to kick off, the opening song of a set, or an opening song of an album, which is what Untitled starts with, is Ready, Set, Go. What's another one? Saturday Night. Well, it's about having fun on a Saturday night, but it doesn't really matter what night. You can make Saturday night any night of the week. It's up to you. Bring Baby Home. That was about Beth and I and our struggles to have a second child, and we were gifted Miko. And so the song was basically about that journey, and for Miko to come into our lives, which was the best ever. Completely Beautiful, written about my daughter Alexa, the moment she was born, and how that changed my life and put things into perspective for me. Get a Room, well, that's kind of self-explanatory. Get a Room. We were just throwing out ideas. The band was in Las Vegas, and we were throwing out song ideas. We had a writing day. We were there for a festival, and we had a writing day, so we were in a hotel room throwing out song titles, and someone said, oh, Get a Room. Kelly might have said, Get a Room. All right, we'll explore that. So that could be good. So all kinds of different topics we've written about. So other, love songs. New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, you can party like it's New Year's Eve. Party anytime like it's New Year's Eve. Night and Day, written about Dave Grohl. What else? Hello, Goodbye. Hello, Goodbye, dedicated to friends. Friends that, maybe you saw them yesterday, or maybe you haven't seen them in 10 years, but you pick up right where you left off. And great friendships are that way, where, hey, life happens, people get busy, but you pick it up and you keep it going. And it's also kind of has a double meaning now in a way, because I've sung it at a few memorial services, and lyrically it kind of ties into, hey, people move on to the next life, or to the afterworld, the afterlife, whatever you want to call it, heaven, whatever you may believe. And so it kind of works in that way as well. So, and then there's Get It Good. Hey, do it like it's the first time. Get it good. Do it like it's the last time. Get it good. Like, give it your all. Have fun. Okay. Special Location. All right. Haven't got a topic. Do have a few lines that could be used in a song or two. Okay. Well, maybe those lines could be turned into a topic, depending on what the lines are. Okay, but so Special Location. All right, Jimmy. Special Location. I'm going to write that down. Jimmy G says Special Location. Samantha says she's got some lines for a song. All right, look at us making headway. How about that? All right, so we're going to get back to that. You're going to give you a little more time to think about some song ideas, some song topics. Barry just celebrated another birthday this week, so I thought we would do a little little honoring of Barry. Mom says, "Let It Ride." We do have a song called "Take a Ride" that Dee sang. That's on the Color of Music album, and the whole concept of that was, you meet someone you like, and you're like, "Hey, come on, take a ride with me. Let's go on this adventure. Let's see what happens. Take a ride." So that was that "Take a Ride." But "Let It Ride," could be like that. Just go with it. Let it ride. We're going with the flow. Let it ride. So we could have a "Let It Ride." Just because we had a "Take a Ride," now we could have a "Let It Ride." Let it ride. All right. So that's 2 from Mom. Let it ride. All right. Going to show you Barry's phenomenal drum solo with nuance and taste, and it builds, and it's not just from the beginning, but he's actually using his drums to talk. A real drummer, a real musician, a drummer's drummer, a musician's musician. Here's Barry Chenault at St. Roch, Hermosa Beach from 2020, knocking us out. Okay, didn't realize it was going into Best Is Yet to Come. I thought it was just the version that was just his drum solo. But, man, that's what I'm talking about. He made those drums talk. And, as incredible as he is, he's one of the humblest guys ever. Because you would never know that he's that amazing. But just because he's so like, he downplays it. He's like, yeah, it was, whatever, it was okay. Yeah, you know. So great. So great. I want to talk about the NAMM show. So I was supposed to have video for you tonight from the weekend, but the weekend got a little crazy, and Barry and I couldn't hook up and go on the same day. Our schedules didn't line up. Barry ended up actually going to New York and did a gig with Rose Royce on Saturday, and flew in and was able to, I believe, go to the NAMM show on Sunday, but I couldn't go Sunday. I went on Friday, blah, blah, blah. So I don't have video, but I do have a really cool find from the NAMM show. So the NAMM show, it's the National Association of Music Merchants. Every year, all of the different manufacturers and artists and whatnot get together in the music world. So you've got violin companies and drum companies and guitar companies and amp companies, ukulele companies, bass companies, drum companies, clarinet. You get the idea, right? It's like the giant music superstore ever because it's at the Anaheim Convention Center. This year was a little scaled back. Fender wasn't there, Gibson wasn't there, Roland wasn't there. There was a few others that weren't there, but it's gearing back up, and usually it's in January every year, but it got pushed to June. I think next year it's going to be in April. And then in 2024, it'll be back to January and probably back at its full scale of everyone there and all of that. All that being said, it was nice that it was a little less than normal. I was able to make my rounds, hook up with people, and also check out some new products that I didn't know about. And I was so excited to run into a company called Jack Tripp. Now, what does Jack Tripp do? Well, they kind of took the this concept, which I've been wanting since the 90s. So let me back this up. In the 90s, a good friend of mine, Kevin Cunningham, who is a great piano player, keyboard player, producer, we met in film school. And Kevin, at the time, this was in the 90s, he was friends with Thomas Dolby, you know, Blinded Me with Science guy. And Thomas Dolby and Kevin and a whole bunch of other people were investing money, time, creativity, and energy into creating real-time remote jamming. Musicians playing from across the world remotely as if they're in the same room together. They couldn't make it happen. Technology wasn't on their side. So I've been waiting since the 90s for this type of technology. Waiting. Something happened in the 2000s, early 2000s, I don't remember the company, and tried to make it work, and it just didn't work. The deal is you don't want what's called latency. Latency is that little delay. There's a little delay that happens when you're talking to someone on the phone. It's different than when you're talking in the room together. When you're in a room together, it's in real time. There's no latency. It's now. Now, right now. And when you're playing music together, you need it to be now, because you need to be locked in sync. You can't be a half a second off. It doesn't work. Then you're out of sync, and it's not working. So you need as close to zero latency as possible. And we're talking about, zero latency is the best. But if you get up to, 512 megaseconds, it's not good. There's a little there's a delay from this, you hit, and it's like bop, bop, bop. You're not going to be able to play locked in. Doesn't work. Well, this company, Jack Tripp, they think they've solved the problem. In their testing and whatnot, there's an open source software. I'm not sure what that's called, but that engineers are like constantly improving on it and enhancing on it. Well, this company, Jack Tripp, took that concept and built upon it. And they're claiming that if you're within 500 miles, so in our case, LA, Riverside, Northern California, if you're in 500 miles of each other, you can jam, you can play music remotely if you've got, good internet, if you're hardwired with an Ethernet cable into your laptop or desktop. They're suggesting you have fiber for your internet. You can get 5 milliseconds of latency. 5 milliseconds is incredible, and it's really unintelligible to the ear. So when I heard that, I was blown away. Like, wow, you guys finally did it. So I said, well, okay, let me hear some audio that you've recorded. Because it's audio only, apparently, which is all I need. I need audio. I need us to be able to be in sync, but be able to write music together and do it remotely. Not, it's more time consuming. Okay, let me throw an idea down and record it, and then let me send it to you, and then you're going to add some drums to it and as an idea, and you send it back. And then this way we can do this when we can't be together because life has taken us in different areas and different things and providing for our families in different ways, and you got to do what you got to do. This changes everything. So this is the company, Jack Tripp. I'm going to put up this QR code. I'm going to hold it there. So later, if you're watching this, let's say on your laptop, you can grab your smartphone and grab that QR code and it'll take you. Or you can just do it simply by going to jacktrip.com. You can just do that. jacktrip.com to find more information about how you can make this work for you. And they've got some examples. Apparently, depending on your internet connection, they have examples of a huge choir, all remotely linked up using Jacktrip, using the software. So basically, you download this software, and if you have an audio interface with your laptop, let me show you what I have that you can totally use. So I use this hardware. It's made by Audient. This is the ID4. So basically, I could plug in one microphone, I could plug in one guitar, and that goes into my computer. And with the software, my guys can hear what I'm doing. They would do the same on their end. Barry would do the same. Maybe Barry could use his electronic drum kit for rehearsal purposes, writing purposes. So he could do the same type of thing where he's plugged in. And then it's pretty great. It's pretty amazing what you can do. So yeah, you can look them up on YouTube as well. They've got some videos. And I saw a little clip like 5 or 6 musicians jamming, trying to do it through Zoom and hearing how out of sync they are. And those same musicians jamming together using Jack Trip. And it's awesome. So I'm really excited to try that out. Let's see. We're going to put them to the test and we're going to see if it works. So yeah. So Jimmy, I thought you'd be really interested to hear about that. And get in touch with them potentially if there was some opportunity to collaborate, and who knows. We're really, really cutting edge, and I was talking to some guys I met. I mean, there'll be a time when that's just normal and we won't even be thinking about it. I mean, I think about my kids growing up with iPhones, smartphones, and it's just they have all the information right there. We didn't have that. So there's time, I joke with him. It's like, YouTube, you can learn everything off of YouTube. People put tutorials up, how to play guitar, how to whatever, all kinds of things. Oh man, I need to fix my toilet. Someone put up a video. Oh man, we didn't have all that. It just right there in your hand. Crazy. So one day this latency conversation about remote jamming won't even be a thing. It'll just be like, oh yeah, it's normal. That's just like what we do. It's crazy. You can have musicians from all over the world. Once you get it past the 500-mile zone and it just becomes worldwide, who knows? Someone will figure it out. Then you can just have all these virtual. It's crazy. It's crazy what technology can do, and interesting. Yeah, so there you go. Jack Trip, NAMM show. I also got to hang out with my friend Chuck Ono. He is the CEO of Stokio. Stokio is, he supplies DJs with audio equipment, and he's got relationships with various companies, one of them being Techniques. And so he had a booth at the NAMM show and he was helping the Techniques company reintroduce it was their 50-year anniversary, and they reintroduced their turntables, and they had all these different colors and whatnot. So he had a bunch of different DJs, and they were doing their thing. He had the DJ from the Lakers, he had the DJ from the Clippers, along with some other DJs, and they're old school on the turntables, and they're scratching. So he's got all these scratching DJs that he's friends with. So when I told him about the Jack Trip technology, he was like, you got to take me over to the booth now. I want to meet these guys. So I was like, all right, let's go. Come on. So I introduced him because he talked to them about, hey, I've got these DJs, these scratch DJs, and they want to be able to do this in real time remotely, just like Barry and Kelly and I want to do. We want to be able to jam in real time. Well, these scratch DJs want to be able to do that too. So that whole latency issue, it's a thing. It matters. So because it's so, it's very rhythm oriented and pocket oriented, and it just needs to be accurate. So NAMM Show 2022. It was quick. This year it was only 3 days. Most years it's 4 days. It was only 3 days. I only went to 1 day. Had a great time. Saw some friends and saw some cool stuff. So there you go. Didn't disappoint. Looking forward to the next one. All right, so as we celebrate Barry's birthday week, here's Barry singing Party Up at St. Rock. Party Up, St. Rock 2020. That was our EP release party. That was fun. that was fun. I forgot. I wasn't on stage for half of that song. I was running around thanking people for coming. And so, yeah, good times. Good times. Fun with Barry. And Kelly. All right. So, how about a song? Let's do a song. Thinking about something I haven't done in a while. When the sun goes down, they're up to no good. You know the ones that work real hard like the good ones should. You know the ones, somewhere between 9 and midnight, howling on the moon, dancing in the moonlight. Everything is crazy over here. Better stop, sweet nothing's in my ear. Meet me at 12:30. We can get dirty. Oh, we can get dirty. Oh, get real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. It got strange when he showed up. You know the ones, the look in his eye with his lady luck. You know the ones, somewhere between 9 and midnight, howling at the moon, dancing in the moonlight. Everything got crazy over here. Better stop, sweet nothing's in my ear. Meet me at 12:30. We can get dirty. Oh, we can get dirty. Oh, get real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. Did you think I wanna get dirty? Oh, with a drink and a drink, you wanna get dirty? Oh, we should stop right now before we get started. We get started somewhere between 9 and midnight, howling on the moon, dancing in the moonlight. Everything got crazy up in here. Better stop, sweet nothing's in my ear. Meet me at 12:30. We can get dirty. Oh, we can get dirty. Oh, get real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. Oh, we can get dirty. Oh, get real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. Oh, so we can get dirty. Dirty from the Party Up album, released in 2020. Based on a true story in Southern Oregon, Brookings, Oregon to be exact. But most of you know the story. Seen a lot of things, oh my mind, what tomorrow brings. In a flash before my eyes, oh yeah, I'm hypnotized. Whoa, 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 I didn't see it coming. I'm hypnotized by your eyes. Hypnotized by your eyes. See the tried and the true. Nothing novel, nothing new. A siren in disguise. Oh yeah, I'm hypnotized. Hypnotized. Whoa, 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 I didn't see it coming. I'm hypnotized by your eyes. Hypnotized by your eyes. Whoa, 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 I didn't see it coming. All I can think to do, how I'm gonna get next to you. Can't deny how I burn for you, drawn into your trance soon. Whoa, I don't want to break the spell. Throw me in your wishing well. There is no compromise. Oh yeah, I'm hypnotized. Hypnotized. Whoa, 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 I didn't see it coming. I'm hypnotized by your eyes. Hypnotized by your eyes. Don't break your spell. Throw me in your wishing well. Siren in disguise. Oh yeah, I'm hypnotized. Hypnotized. Saint Remy de Provence EP. Recorded in the south of France back in 2012. Coming up on 10 years ago that we recorded that. I was hoping to see Eddie Kramer at NAMM. Usually that's when we see each other, because I think he's in Toronto now. He got hired by a venue to come in and create this incredible live concert venue for live sound, obviously, and a recording studio. So like a recording studio by day, and it's also a really cool music venue. I got to find the name of it. I got to check in with Eddie. I haven't talked to Eddie in a little bit. See how he is. But yeah, he wasn't at NAMM this year, so at least I didn't see him. Maybe he was there. So yeah, we'll get the name of that venue. I mean, he's been working on it for a little bit now, so I would imagine it could be open now. Could be open for business. Might have to make a trip to Toronto. That'd be fun. Go check out Eddie. Go check out the venue. Check out the studio. Why not, right? All right. Let's do a little Rich People Problems. Here we go. Couldn't find it for a second. Rich People Problems coming live with Olio, St. Rock.
Living life
Oh, wow. That ended abruptly. Ba-da-da-da-da. Black. Cuts to black. Samantha, I was wondering, and I see all those emojis. I know, rich people problems. I was wondering. Yes. All right, I got one more song for you, and we're going to wrap up this show, episode 171. So, let's make it a good one, huh? We come and go. Sometimes we stay a little while. We never know how long. We catch a glimpse of how we think it should be. We try to hold on. We say hello, so long goodbye. Again, we say hello, so long goodbye. This is not the end. Well, photographs that take us on the way back, another place in time. Remember when we thought things never would change? We try to hold on. We say hello, so long goodbye. Till we meet again, till we meet again. We say hello, so long goodbye. Between goodbye and the next hello, reminiscing. Farewell to my friends, may our love transcend. It's you I'm missing. Wish you all the best, and most of all, I thank you. I thank you. Say hello, so long goodbye. Till we meet again, till we meet again. We say hello, goodbye. In between goodbye, the next hello, goodbye. Farewell to my friends. Hello, goodbye. This can't be the end. Whoa. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. Whoa. This can't be the end. Oh. In between goodbye and the next hello, so long. Hello, goodbye. Originally, that song was called Hello, So Long, Goodbye. But then I just thought, we'll make it Hello, Goodbye. Little easier, not as long-winded. you know. All right, so this has been episode 171. Miguel, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. All right. So, little update on Alexa Hodzik's song, As a Dream. With all of your help promoting it, pushing it, spreading the word and all that, it's already over 1,000 streams on Spotify. So, congratulations to you, Alexa, and congratulations to great music lovers and music fans everywhere for helping Alexa get that song out there. So super excited, super proud, and we keep pressing on, making new fans, right? Very good. All right, so this brings episode 171 to a close. We got some new song topics out of this episode, which I'm very excited about. So to recap the song topics I've got so far: Breaking Away, Let It Ride, Good and Old, maybe about a special location, and Samantha's got some lines for a song that she's going to throw my way maybe during the week, and we'll see what we can mold and shape. That could be good. All right, until next time, until next week, have an awesome week. Thanks so much, as always, for tuning in. Really appreciate you listening. How about we close out with the theme song with the new last chord? Inside, inside, inside the OMG. Thanks so much for being here. See you next time. I'm leaving you with Alexa Hodzik's As a Dream featuring Olio.
Late nights, long drives, fake a smile, I'll be out for a while, and nobody knows how the pain grows. Waves get farther, but the nights get darker. When I say goodbye, it's over. And when the lights go out, I'm getting closer to panic. Can't breathe all alone with this hole in my throat, and I'm screaming, save me, get me out of this never-ending grief. Please come back. Sore throat, fresh tears, I'll feel numb after a couple beers. I'm turning it off, shutting it out. I don't wanna feel if this is what it's about. I'm losing my mind without you, and nobody knows what I'm going through. Panic, can't breathe all alone with this hole in my throat, and I'm screaming, save me, get me out of this never-ending grief. Panic, can't breathe. Panic, save me. Panic, save me. Panic, can't breathe all alone with this hole in my throat, and I'm screaming, save me, get me out of this never-ending grief. You never said you were going. I never got to say goodbye. Please come back, even as a shadow, even as a dream.